I was frightened earlier before and I did a quick video. I was afraid I couldn't learn the knowledge. But I knew that if I had the right perception in perceiving the reality of others, that junctures, all worlds surrounding mine, I knew I can balance off them, even if I was a sour pit. The word I've been working with all the time, one of the words I've been working with is number 33. And with the number 33, I would say C-I-E-L. 3-9. 3-9 says sky. 3-9 is in the, over here, in the creation world, in the birth world of 6. 5 is actually everything. It is 4 numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4. It is the L. And then 5 is 4 numbers. It is the L. It is her. It is the grinder. This is your swastika. Here is your swastika. Right here. Okay. But the reality is they tie up the swastika. 1, 2, 5, 8, 9 tied up with 7, 4, 5, 6, 3 or vice versa. At the same time, this is actually 5. See, they locked in 5. And how did they lock in 5? Is because they bonded the moon. It runs around the moon because the diameter of the moon shows up right here in these numbers. 1, 5, 9, 3, 5, 7. What makes the skip and jump? What number do we skip over? We skip over number 3 and 7. We skip over 4 and 6. 4 and 6, we're skipping over this. 3 and 7, we're skipping over this. What does 3 and 7 do? It goes 1 to 7 to 3 to 9. Or it goes 7 to 9 to 5 to 1 to 3. But here we had 7 and 3 together, so we have to link it with 7 and 3 together. So that is the N. N means 1 and 4. What is 1 and 4? 5 left, 1, 5 right, 1, 5 left of 4 numbers, 5 right of 4 numbers. 1 and 4, AD is 5. Now, I'm going to get something inside of here. 1 times 5, 1 plus 5 equals to 5 and 6, 11. This one will equal to 29. 29 is the IT system to 1 and 1. This is Jesus Christ. This is 33, 2 worlds. 33 times 47 of time, connecting the 5 linked together, because the diameter of the moon is 3, 4, 7, 6. This is the diameter of the moon. 3, 4, 7, 6. Or the ring of the moon, splitting the moon in half as you go 1, 3, 3, 4, 3, 4. 7, 6, 5, 5, 6, 7, 9, 7, 5, 5, 7, 9. Take it in order. 3, 4, 7, and 6. 3, 4, to here, to here, to here, to here. A backward Z, as if you're looking at me with the calculator instead of you looking at the calculator. You looking at me, I'm looking at you. Is it Batman or is it not? Numbers coming upside down, right? Reposition everything and then flip them over, just like your iPads when you hold them and flip the camera. I'm trying to see. 18 times 15 is 270 degrees, 135 to each side, 90 in between. It is the birth. 90 is over here. Where is that 90? It's over here. I'm going to show you how this works. Here's your multiplication. Here's your division. Here's your addition. And here's your minus. Your minus is the arm that goes between the 2 sides. Here's a number here. Here's a number here. Joined with 0 and 0. The 8 joins these 2 numbers. The above and below. The 8 is joining 2 inside 5 and 8. 2, 5, and 8. 2 and 8 are first and last. Why is 2 and 8 first and last? Because 1 plays from the center. It is the one that divides the 2 sides. 1 plays from the center. It is the one that connects the 2 sides. It splits everything into 4. This one and this one. 1 and 1. 2 different angles. 90-degree angle and what they call the 180-degree angle. 270 degrees is the number 33, 18 times 15. 18 2, 1 plays from the center. 1 plays from the center. And 9 plays from the center. The 9 card, okay, has 4 and 4 around it. And the 1 dot ace dot is in the center. The ace plays in the center. This pyramid, 135, is everything. 135 is everything. A, C, E. A, C, E. This is the pyramid because it encompasses 2. And what starts at the other point? 5 and 8 are the 2 noses touching in the pyramid. 85 silver matrix. And in between is the open space here and the open space here. Remove number 5 and we got a free passage to the other side. Put something in 5, the diameter of the moon, 3476, where 7 and 3, 6 and 4 create 10, 10. When 7 by 3 is 21 the cube. Alpha, beta, 1 and 2. 1 with 2. 1 is in here, 9 is in here. Then everything is 2, 4, 6, and 8. There's 2 2s over here. There's 3 2s over here. There's 4 2s over here. It's all 1 and 2. There's 1 2 over here. There's 3 2s over here and a 1, right? But the reality of this is a 4. Reality of this is a 4. I don't know exactly how to call it. I couldn't call it the actuality, excuse me, because it's all in one corner of the card. The 7 is actually the 5. 1 3. The 5 because the 5 that are connected together. But I don't want to get involved in that because it's the 7 is actually the 6 card. The 6 card is like the 6 dice, but it's showing you the above and the below corners of actually the 2 card in the 6 card because it shows the halfway point between the card and you can't cut the image up. So I'm asking you, what do you think? Rota Sator, oro is gold. Ono is 1. Ozo is 41. Ozone. N, ozone. Z, ozone in one word. O-N says ozone in it. This becomes a Z, and the Z is a Z with an E inside of it. The O gets a W inside of it. So you can say Wan, because O, doesn't it sound like W? Well, now you have W and E inside of it. And in the word on, you also have we. We won. It's an automatic, just like the R has the A sound in it. God rests on the 7th day. Good, 7664. The only number we use is 764. We use God. 15 and 15, 225. 225, 15 by 15 is 2 circles. 225 at 360 is 135. Ace. 225 and 225 and 135 says ace. That's all that's missing in good is the spirit. So we understand that divided is above and below, the number above and the number below. Now if it shows this, what is the question? Does this line show that those dots are on this line over here and this line over here? Or is the line that I'm showing you in the minus actually cutting right through number 5? If it cuts right through number 5, then the dot above would be in here and then here. And it's talking about the part of the moon. In here, it would be 6.5, 1.5 split between here and here, and 1.5 split between here and here. In between here is a half split. In between here and here is a 1 split. These angles is a 1 split. 5, 6, 7. Here is a 2 split. This angle is 2, 5, 7, 9. This angle is 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This angle is a 0.5. This angle is 1.5. This thing tells you this is this reality. It's automatic. It's there. 2 plus 1.5 is 3.5. Plus 1.5 is 5. Minus 1.5 is 3.5. 5 minus 3, 1.5 and 1.5. So whatever game you would like to play, we will come up with a mathematical equation to a situation of whatever we're looking for and see what numbers come up in that situation. First and last, like I said, but we have to remember that 2 is nothing really without 1. So they go nowhere without 3. And then once you have 3, okay, you are not complete unless 3 is with 7, 1 is with 9. So automatically your half-life is 4 and 6 with the reception of 8 and 2. The left side of your ass, the right side of your ass, above your hips, below your hips, and this is the 5-hole, where everything the perspective of. Let's see what else I have down here. I had a video that didn't upload before actually the whole thing shut down. We spoke about the purple sky, the blue, the red, the purple sky. I did this thing on sticks, just writing the words upside down to each other. This is a letter. What letters can these actually make? This would make yod and a yod. What would be the halfway letter in between? I don't know. I would continue this, and eventually, if I get X on top of X, I will show you what happens. What happens? I hope I didn't throw out that paper. Just give me a second. Yes, here it is. Here it is. Creating a V here and a V here. When I create the V here and continue its lines, it goes below the line, therefore below the ground, leaving my result in V. V is the 5th letter. The 5th letter stands for 5, and it looks like the letter V. Let's not look at this bar right now. I can look at it as the bar if I want and say it's 1. But 1 is the center of both sides, saying V. So it's saying 2 on the left and 2 on the right. Why? It's the right plus the center, and it's the left plus the center, equaling the size of the brick over here. But in this one over here, it goes up the point. So we do not see the A inside of this one, because it would be on the top. And if it was on the top, the same result of this one would actually look into a T, and the split of the T is the forked tongue. At the same time, understanding the continuation went below the ground, and the continuation goes above the ground. Since I'm above the ground, this is my X, and this becomes my V. Although they look the same, when you put them on the same line, taking them off from their angle, okay, they split up the 2 letters. But this one is what we see. I'm assuming that, oh, look, I'm a bat. Look up there. See, look, it's an A. And then this one over here, okay, would not look the same. This one would come out to the X. Now, what would be the difference? Would this one be the X, or does this one become the X? Well, since this was on the floor, now try and not get so confused like I am. If this is on the floor and this is in the air, you have open space, but here you can't move your legs because the earth is underneath you. And here you can't spread your arms anymore, or here you can't spread your arms anymore. Anyways, regardless, this is how we come with X and V. The 22nd and the 24th letter equaling to 46 east and west. Spreading your legs. Grover Cleveland. 22, 2 and 2 is 4. 4 and 6 creates 10, which equals to 1, which equals to 4 and 1. And 1 equals to 6, making 1. 1 equals to 1, 0. 0 equaling to 6. 1 and 6 equals to 7. And 6 can equal to 1, and 1 equals to 2, and 1 equals to a 30-to-1 payout. And it's a one-shot deal. When you play the game of craps, 7 come 11, 1 and 1. So when you see 6 and 1, you get paid off. When you see 1 and 1, you lose your dice. But if you see any other number, it goes as a point on the table. Inside the letter R is also the J and G, which is in the B52 family. 5 times 2 equals 10J. 5 plus 2 equals 7G. Add 66 because of the value of 0, and you get 83, the church. Pe, to have peace within the spade. The V versus the X. And how many strikes in bowling? 1 strike, 2 strikes, 3 strikes. Okay? It took 3 strikes to have 2 fish. It took 3 strikes to have, it took 3 strikes, and in each strike you get a V. You get 2 points in 3 strikes. You get 3 here, and then 3, 2. And then in here you get 2 circles, and you get 1 tail. And here you get the next tail to complete the 2 fish. Then every fish you do after that, every strike you get after that, here's your 3 strikes, here's your strike here. Now you have a fish here to a fish here facing each other. Then this fish is facing this fish. There's 2 fish, then this fish is facing it. So the reality is, what can the items do? So here you have 1 egg, here you have 2 eggs, here you have 3 eggs. To create 3 eggs, you need 4 strikes. The X's times 4 equals to 24, equals to 96 rotation. What is inside a rotation? The 3 eggs, 15, 15, 15 equals 45. Add 1 to 9. equals V22, 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 66, and 66 down, 132 the gateway. And continue on to the game of bowling. Reality of 1 and 8 is because 8 is in the center. We can only start from here and here. This is the reality of adding on the cross of Christ. We already have 1, 3, 7, and 9. 1 and 9, the artificial intelligence. We already have 7 and 3, the cube. 21, A and B. 7 plus 3 is 10 equals to 31. 31 plus 6 equals to 37, Nibiru again. This is the Aleph letter off the calculator. Off in numbers, Aleph is 19, but off the calculator, okay, Aleph is 73. That's the part of Nibiru. Now, I wish I was able to, because I see I didn't explain everything properly. God rests. All you need in rest is S and T, but he rests in the sky, because the S and T equals to 39. The R creates the 19, but 19 goes automatically with 20, because it's 1, 2, and it's 9, 0. They're right next to each other. When we count 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 0. And then we count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So we have 5 on each side and this in the center. So it's 11 and 10. 5 and 1 is 6. It's 6 and 5. But the rotation also of these number here, 5, of this 5 of going 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In between this and the last one, starting at 11, or would you like to start at 10? We go from 10 as a plateau. We go from 20 as a plateau. 20 is the combination here. This here is equal to 20. This here to this here is equal to 5 to each corner. 5, 10, 15, 20. That's what they are. They're lengths. They're lengths and they're links that fit together. So when you're counting, either you are or you're not. When you jump off the cliff, well, I'm not all the way down. I've just jumped off. But eventually, because of the continuation of the jump, I'll end up at the bottom of the cliff. That's what I'm trying to say. You're in the car, you're speeding. Either you are moving or you're not. If you're moving, you're not stopped. If you're stopped, you're not moving. That's what I'm trying to say. Here's a piece of paper. Doesn't matter where you are. If you touch it, you're part of it. So you are, what is the number? Well, my address is 1281. But my next door neighbor is 1295. Where did the 14 go? Well, that's the area space that's taken up within that number. That number covers all the other numbers. It's what's inside my circle. So, so we have all these numbers here. 400 years. In the sky, God rests. Here is the R. Here is the S. Just when you say gifts or gifts, we don't say the T. Arrest that man. Arrest that man. Was he arrested? Arrested. Where did you see? Did you hear a T? Arrested. Was he arrested? Wait, is that a T or a D? And that's why the similarity between T and D in French are so familiar. This equals to 39 sky, but 0 gets a 6. Or break this up into 10 and give it a 6, 16. It gets the light of the sky. 16 and 19, 35. This gets a 6. 10 got a 13, right? 13 and 19 is 32, the doorway of 11. 5 and 6. 26 and 19, 45. 26, 36, 45. Foxhole, within the light. Sarah. Seer, the garden. Ser, the garden. R and S. 19 and 24, 43. 17, A minus R. 18, 1. Take away the 1 from R. Okay, if the R is the 18th letter, if I take away the 1 from the 18th letter, okay, would that be 17? Or I would be taking away the A inside of R. So instead of R being 18, it's only 8. 8 is the reverse of 2. And in Chaldean, R is 2. 19 take away 5 is 14. Take away 1 is 17, 31. The AC power is in RS. 19 and 18, 37. Coming out of Nibiru. East. 1, 8, east. 18, east. 39, 18, and 5. 39, 49, 57, and 562. The Queen rests in the east. Queen of Canada. Barbed wire. I was talking about the multiples of 3. That no matter what you do with the multiples of 3, it all comes back to 3, 6, or 9. 3 by 6 is 18. 3 by 4 is 12, which becomes 3 and 9, which says the sky. But 3 and 6 is equal to half. 3 divided by 6 is half. 2 times 3, 2 and 3 equals to 6. 3 and 3, so we all know right over here the birth rotation is 69. 6 and 9, a cat and dog's pregnancy. 3, 3, 3, a pig's pregnancy. 3 months, 3 weeks, 3 days. Then I do the multiplications and additions. 7 and 8, the gateway gives me 21 for my blackjack. This one automatically gives me 16. You want to know why? You want to know why blackjack is 21 now? Because if all 10s are equal to 16, right, they're equal to the 1 and 6 light of the cube, the greatest distance of 4. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 and 6 is on the outside. 16 and 11 is 27. That's red. That would be Nibiru. Instead of 0 equaling to 6, let's put it at 15. Let's add 1 to 15 inside of this. 0. That equals to 120. So 120. 1 and 120. 1 times 120 equals 121. 11 times 11, 121. If this equals to 15 and this is 1, over here, that is a total of 16. Just putting the 6 there equals the same thing, or 10 plus the 0. Let's just keep it at 16, this answer. We begin at 2 times 3 equals 6, and we end at 8 times 3. So this one is 4 times the amount. It took 4 times the amount, 2 times 3, and 8 times 3. This one equal to 24, this one equal to 6. The total is 18. They both in the 6 family. 18 is the value of this one here, creation. So this is how I measure my numbers. I compare numbers. 2 and 1, 2 and 4, 1 and 8, 1 and 5, 1 and 2. Even, odd, even, odd, even, odd. There's 2 odds to 1 even. 6. This is the letter X. This is the letter O. This is the letter F. F-O-X. This is red. This is the letter L, or the I. This is A and H, or the letter R. R standing for birth. The heavens of the gateway. These two over here, the birth and the 4, Mars and Pluto come together to stand for the SS. The total is 39. They stand for the sky. They also stand for creation. 2 by 7, 14. 2 plus 7, 9. It says win big red in creation, 9 and 4. 9 and 4 also stands for Uranus, because spelling Uranus equals to 94. And there's only 2 planets that do not have in the English language the letter U, and that is Earth and Mars. 3 and 4 the same. 3 by 3, 3 by 4 equals 12. 3 by 3 equals 9. 4 and 3 equals 7. So within its own name of creation, they recreate their own numbers. 3s and 9s, they're perfect. They're the perfect house. Add them up. Raphael, 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. And a little bit of an anomaly is that when you go MDCM, this C is 100 minus 1000. So I'm not sure. I saw this. So I wasn't sure how to understand this. So this was 1,500, 1,600, and then I saw this. Should that not be 900 more? But then it didn't make any sense with this. So I couldn't count this. But Roman numerals, 1,500, 650, 1,666, 1,666 Roman numerals. Monopoly money, 500, 100, 50, 20, 10, 5, 2, 1, 86. 25 years equals 1 quarter. 50 years equals 1 half. 3 and 6 equals 1 half. 4 and 8 equals 1 half. And 5 and 10 is the hand of God, equals to 21. 21 also equals to 1 half, or 2 for 1. This equals to 16. 16 divided by 5. Be creation. 3 and 2 equals 11. The reality is, anyways, I can't say anything for that. I wasn't prepared to get into that. So I'm not, because now I'm going to have to make up a whole scenario as I go. And what I like to remind you is, here's the last thing, is I was reading some stuff. 4326444 found in row 147. Take the number of 1249, which turns out to Uranus, which turns out to 1 and 2, and 2 and 4, which is the bad cat. The number was 5-5, skip 5, skip 5, skip 5. When my project began, okay, I was looking at the certain name, and when I punched in the name now, it tells me 49th to 48th Street, Paris, Donovan train, 40680, 066182. Mars 10, 14th Street, July 13th. So this is the date I see. 3 and 1 is 4 is July 4th. 910 Park Avenue. These are all the numbers that are relevant to my life that re-popped up again just today, and it's all on July 13th, so I don't know what it means. So I bring to you reality, I bring to you story, I show you some color, and what is the purpose of all this, so that if we all get on the same page, or if we're all looking to really get on the same page, but we don't believe in history, I show you certain things in history, and if you have any questions about history, I can show you how numbers match up to history, so you can think a little bit towards the reality that 1 and 1 is 2 and 2 and 2 is 4, and then where everything is in your own mind would come off of our own reality that the world shares today. Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. Thank you for watching. You know what's funny? I don't see the number of time on my camera because the sun is shining in. The minute I stop the sun, it's unbelievable. I'm going to show you. Okay, do you see on the screen 26, 25? See the way it sort of goes through? See the way I put it down here? But watch. Oh no, it has to happen the other way. Dingeldorf me. I wish I had a mirror. I wish I had a mirror to show you. Can you see through this mirror? Not good enough. Thank you for watching. Take care.